Hello everyone, my name is Stephen Gillen and today I'm going to be talking about UNICEF. First off, I'm going to ask a couple of questions. How many of y'all own a cell phone? How many of y'all own a laptop? How many of y'all get regular vaccinations? How many of y'all, if you need a medication, you can just call your local CVS or Walgreens and go pick it up the next day? How many of y'all just have a shelter, have a roof over your head, or water to drink from? Well, these 5 things that I just listed are common necessities that we often take for granted here. And so first off, I'm going to be talking about UNICEF. So do you want to help out the kids that are maybe less fortunate? So with everyone's support, we can help donate to UNICEF while we can. Today, I will be discussing how many kids there are to help, how much to donate, and what your donations will go towards. First off, there are an astonishing amount of children not going to school. According to UNICEF.com, there are 303 million children between the ages of 5 and 17 that are currently not going to school. And then 1 of 3 of those children are living in a country affected by a disaster, whether that be a hurricane, earthquake, or other disasters that can happen. UNICEF needs all the help that they can get. There are, like I said, 303 million just not going to school. This still includes the kids that are going to school that still need vaccinations, still need shelter, all these other things. And especially now, with the spread of COVID-19, they're going to need all the help they can get. They're going to need all the help that they can get to send to help relieve the families and the children that have been affected by the virus. And then according to thecosmopolitan.com, many celebrities actually stress the need towards supporting to UNICEF. These celebrities include Katy Perry, Shakira, and many others. So imagine if you were one of those kids that needed help in the things that we often take for granted. Wouldn't you want to lend your hand out and help them? Well, now we're going to talk about how much you should donate. So when it comes to asking for donations, no one just puts out a price. But you can literally donate from as little as you want to as big as you want. As little as you want is going to help at least 1 children. And if you can at least help 1 child, you did your job. It doesn't matter. You can donate any amount. So everyone should donate even a small amount to help the children in need so that they have a better outlook on life. And then attempting to make these kids easier can help them have a better quality of life. Because think about it, if they're going through their life and they're not having the necessities they need, they could be a little down. But when someone lends their hands out and help them, they're going to see the good in the world, and that could change their life forever. You never know. And then according to the Fox News, on Halloween, people will actually put a bowl outside of their house so that trick-or-treaters and their parents can come and just give like a penny or maybe even $1. And that little donation, at the end of the night, the homeowner will send their proceeds to UNICEF, where they can decide where your money is needed. So when it comes to donations, there's really no amount on how much you should donate or how much you can donate. It really just depends on how your financial place in your life and how much you really want to help out the UNICEF charity. And so lastly, we're going to talk about where your donations will be going towards, because that's a very important part when you're giving your money out, is where it's going to be used. And so according to Forbes.com, if you donate to UNICEF, you can help them give out vaccinations. In 2018 alone, they gave over 4.7 million vaccinations. They helped over 2.26 million being treated for acute malnutrition. And then according to the EliteDaily.com, donating to UNICEF helped them get the technology to the children so that they have a better way of learning. This means that they're going to give them tablets, laptops, pen, paper, textbooks, all the things that we need for school and that we can just go out to the store and get it. UNICEF gives to these children in need so that they can learn, and they can, because an education is something that often we just see as a part of our lives, but it really isn't. And everyone needs education. It's very important. So we need these kids that are not getting it to have at least something to educate themselves. And so with all your support, we can help them make the children of the world a little better. Today, I've talked about how many kids there are to help, how much you can donate, and what your donations will specifically be going towards. Think about all the things that you had as a kid and that were given to you as a kid, and all the necessities that you often are taking for granted. I hope each and every one of you will think about what I have shared today, and if you would like more information on how to help, please visit unicef.org. I would like to open up the floor for any questions. Yes. You asked me why I was interested in UNICEF, and I was interested in UNICEF because it's a very good organization. They help out a lot of kids, and they're widely known. Everyone knows the name UNICEF, and I really just adore how they try to make the kids in the world a little bit better, because the kids are what matter. They're the future of the world, and you want them to have all the necessities that they need. Thank you.